Hi everyone. Today I am exploring the Welwood Murray Cemetery in downtown Palm Springs, California. It's one of the best kept secrets in the city, and if you've ever visited, you probably have never even heard of it. The funny thing is, it's just a couple of blocks west of Palm Canyon Drive in downtown Palm Springs. It's hidden behind a short stone wall that goes completely around this small cemetery, so if you're driving by, you wouldn't even know it's there. Welwood Murray was one of the first white pioneers and settlers to come to the area, and in 1886 he built the first hotel in the city, and it was called the Palm Springs Hotel. When his son, Welwood Erskine Murray, died in 1894, he was the first person buried there. It was just a plot of land that was owned by Murray Sr., and he buried his son there. And as the years went by, he allowed other people to be buried there, and eventually it just became the first cemetery in Palm Springs. It's only around 2 acres in size, but it has around a dozen famous people buried there, and you might be surprised at a couple of them. To find the cemetery, you take Alejo Road from Palm Canyon Drive in downtown Palm Springs, take Alejo west just a couple of blocks, and it actually dead ends right into the cemetery. You see Alejo and Vine. It's right there at the corner, and you can park anywhere around the perimeter of. One of the most famous residents of the cemetery is Charles Farrell, or Charlie Farrell. He began his career as a silent film star, and then later in life, he became well known as the star of My Little Margie, a TV show in the 1950s. He later became mayor of the city and helped turn it into one of the top destinations for the rich and famous Hollywood stars. Another well-known person buried here is composer Hugo Montenegro. He's probably best known for the score he composed for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, starring Clint Eastwood, but he also composed music for television shows, very popular television shows like The Flying Nun, The Monkees, I Dream of Jeannie, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and many others. Gordon Coutts was a very well-known and popular painter and fine artist of the time, and even designed one of the most unique homes here in the city of Palm Springs. His work is still sought after today, and he's also buried here in this cemetery. Howard WIEFELS' parents opened the first funeral parlor and funeral home here in the Wild West desert area, and he went on to take over the business, and it's still in operation today. So it's appropriate that he's buried in the first cemetery in the city. He was also a mayor of the city for a number of years. E. Stewart Williams and Albert Frey are two of the most famous architects in the world. Together, these two mid-century modern architects made Palm Springs just as famous for mid-century modern architecture as we are for being the playground of the Hollywood stars. And you'll find them both buried here in this cemetery. In addition to the internationally famous people we have buried here, you'll also find many of the local pioneers and settlers and founders of the city buried here as well. For such a small cemetery, it's surprising how much history there is here and how many interesting headstones and grave sites there are to see. So thanks for watching, and please feel free to leave a comment, especially if you visited the cemetery. I'd be interested in your feedback, or if you know any of the people that are buried here.